What's up, Scorpio? And thank you guys for tuning in. So I'm low-key so hyped right now because I just bought my son the full edition of the Harry Potter books. And I just read it to him before bed. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is taking me back. And I love those books so much. And oh my goodness, this is like the day I've been waiting for the day that he was going to be old enough to comprehend these Harry Potter books. So, all right, side note over. So let's see what's going on for you guys. I hope that you had an amazing April. Here we are in May. So past, present, future look, general reading, whatever pops up, pops up. Now, this will be for sun, moon, and rising signs. All right, so let's see what's up, Scorpio. What is going on with my lovely Scorpions? May 2018. What is going on for the sign of Scorpio? What is happening for the sign of Scorpio? May 2018 for the sign of Scorpio. Alright guys, so the energy we have here, the moon card. So the moon card can mean a lot of things. It could mean you're in a situation where maybe you're being secretive about something or someone's being secretive with you. But when I see the moon card, I see clarity. I see that light, at the end of the tunnel. That illumination that we have at a time that could be dark. Okay? Behind that, we have the Six of Swords in the reverse. So there could be a situation that you're having a hard time moving away from. You're really trying to, see the light, feel the light, just get yourself out of something that may have definitely made you uncomfortable. All right. With the King of Wands in the reverse behind that, maybe it was someone, if this is within love, that wasn't being honest, that was kind of being a player. If this is within work, somebody that was abusive of their authority. All right. But I see that there's something that's definitely ended here. All right, or a change that you guys are trying to come about. So going into the past, the first card that we have here, guys, is the Justice card. So with the Justice card, you could definitely be dealing with a karmic situation, and depending on where you are in life, that's going to depict, the effect that has on you. But things evening out, the scale evening out. Okay, so let's see what this is about here. Why is this Justice card here? We have the Three of Cups in the reverse. So for some of you, this could be a third-party situation within love that you were involved with. For others, this could be you falling out of, a group of friends, or maybe a job, an establishment, a partnership that you're in, and, feeling like there's justice because you've gotten yourself out of it. And we have the Karma card upright. And in this deck, this is the replacement for the Judgment card. All right, so with the Judgment card, not only is it making good judgment or bad judgment, but it's kind of when you take that step back, think about Judgment Day, like what's good, what's bad, having to make that final decision. So you guys were faced with a very important call that you had to make, all right? But you were dealing with something that was imbalanced, all right? And it's something that I feel you were dealing with someone that you were very close to, okay? But someone that you had to part ways with the Six of Cups in the reverse. The next card that you guys have is the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is you becoming very guarded. For some of you, maybe you're withholding finances. For other of you, maybe you're tight with finances. For other of you, you could just be really guarded within yourself, not really letting people in. All right, and you have the Two of Wands in the reverse where you feel lost, okay? You feel lost. You're not sure what path you want to take moving forward. And you're in a place of transition. So there's this sense of instability that you feel after you had to make this call on this, this tough decision here. Now, for the last card, we have the Three of Swords in the reverse. In this case, I feel like there's definitely some sort of pain or something that's bothering you guys, something that you're going through, but you're really trying to brush it under the carpet, okay? This is a person that says, look, I'm good, I'm okay, I'm fine, but they go home at night, and when they get into their thoughts, that's when things really hit them, okay? So someone who's trying to play things off like they're good. It could also be a sense of forgiveness. Maybe you're forgiving someone. Maybe they're forgiving you. Okay. And we have the Ten of Wands. Somebody is suppressing a pain that they feel. And it's something that's extremely burdening. You feel like the world is on your shoulders. You're not sure which way you want to move forward in life. You're definitely in a place where you guys could be feeling stagnant. But the beautiful part is that you have all these possibilities in front of you. With the Fool card popping out, you haven't yet taken that step into this new realm that you want to get into, but you've at least thought about it. You've thought about the endless possibilities and what you can do, and yeah, this sucks, but now I get to start over. Okay. But this could definitely be at the forefront of your mind, this close connection that you may have had to somebody. Okay. And for a lot of you, I really feel like you're keeping it a secret, that you have a hard time moving away from them. But and for the past at least, I see a lot of you being stagnant as you move forward, but you do eventually take control, and you take control of the path that you're moving forward on. And I'm sorry if I'm sniffling a lot, guys. I'm getting over really, really bad sickness that I had. All right. So in the present moment, the first card that we have is the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, which is people not seeing eye to eye. If this is within work or just within family, it's someone who's not being appreciated. Okay, this is the person that says, oh, I have a good idea, let's go through door one. And then someone in the back who has more authority says, hey, I have a better idea, let's go through door one. And it's like, the fuck, I just said that. So it's that sort of thing where you could be trying to contribute, but you're not being heard. All right, but you're working hard on that. So whether it's with a person, whether it's at a job, just working really, really hard, but feeling left out in the cold, feeling a sense of rejection, feeling like there's a sense of loneliness, maybe. For some of you, this could be financial trouble. For others of you, it could just be, just feeling lonely, feeling like you don't have someone there, but having a new start at the same time. Okay, so there could just simply be something that you're rejecting, and maybe that's what you're working on. Maybe something's not working and that you have to reject it and that you have to move forward. Okay. The next card, which is beautiful because it's at the center of this entire reading. I pulled 3 cards for the past, for the present, and then for the future. So this is right smack in the middle, guys. So at the core of all of this, the focus of this reading is going to be the High Priestess. She or he is the most intuitive person. Is somebody that knows the path that they have to take. They know what their soul wants. They know what their soul is truly yearning for. Okay. Let's see why this High Priestess is here. Queen of Cups in the reverse. So there could definitely be a sense of emotional instability. You guys really being in your head, being very emotionally unstable, but knowing what you have to do, knowing the truth about situations that maybe you don't want to, realize it, but you know it. Okay, King of Cups in the reverse. So with the King of Cups in the reverse, it could also be a sense of emotional instability, but usually it's depicted as somebody who's very charming, a good talker, but not very reliable. If it comes to love, this is going to be someone that's holding on to more than one person. All right, so maybe you guys are dealing with another water sign who's doing that, or maybe you yourself could be doing that. Maybe you're talking to a whole bunch of people, but nothing's actually making you happy. Nothing is actually sticking. Maybe you're in a room full of people, but you're alone. That makes sense, okay? And we have the Magician in the reverse, where there's something here that you weren't able to manifest. And although, again, you could be on the scene, you could be in a room full of people, you could be, at the hottest club, the best party, there's still this sense of emptiness within you. Okay? Sorry, that card fell. Now, the next card that we have is the Nine of Cups. So with the Nine of Cups, this is definitely a change to things. This is celebrations. This is being happy. This is really feeling emotionally fulfilled and gratified with something. What's up, Sways? And we have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, there's something here that you should be happy about, but I feel like at the same time, you have a very unstable foundation, or maybe money is not doing too well for you guys right now. But we have the Four of Cups in the reverse, where there's something that you've accepted, something that you should really be happy about, but there's also something that's tugging at your heart. Sorry, just want to make sure I didn't drop any cards because my cat will make it its appetizer. All right, and we have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So this is good. You guys get a new offer. You get something that's great, something that's allowing you to move forward. You're no longer rooted down like a tree. You no longer feel like you can't, make that next step. But you're still feeling a bit down about the events prior, the things that have happened before this point. All right? But what you're going into, maybe it's with a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, or maybe you're just very passionate about what you're doing. Okay? And you're just making a decision to go in a more passionate direction. Okay. Now, the first card for the future, we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse, which is going to be a secret that comes out. Okay, a secret that comes out, something maybe you didn't want someone to know, or maybe something someone didn't want you to know. Queen of Pentacles. So maybe you're dealing with Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or this could be something maybe that has to do with your money. All right, and we have the Tower card. So something comes out where there's a big change that has to happen. With the Queen of Pentacles being here, I feel like even if it's something that's upsetting, she's a very strong individual. So if you guys are taking on that energy, this is someone that, the best way to say it, as opposed to crying or screaming or saying, fuck, what do I do? This is someone who's going to be like, okay, that happened. That sucks. But realistically, how do I get myself out of the shit? How do I move forward? All right, so this is someone who's going to be grounded. This is someone who's going to be practical, but it's also someone who's stubborn and also someone who could have a hard time with change. But you're at least being grounded. Even if you're having a difficult time rather with what's changing, at least you're being practical about this change, even if it's something that comes out of the blue. All right, the next card for the future is the Lover's card in the reverse. So at minimum, there's someone that you could really be going at it with, arguing with, a relationship that is very rocky. Okay, maybe a fallout that you're having. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be with a friend. It could be with a coworker. It could be with a family member, because someone is out here acting reckless and not thinking about their moves before they make it. All right, and we have the King of Swords. So, this could be air energy, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, but somebody here is deciding that this is bullshit and I got to cut this out, whether it's you or the person that you're dealing with. All right, and with the King of Pentacles in the reverse, with this being at the bottom of the deck now, your energy towards all of this is, why the hell did I even get myself into this in the first place? Because I'm not even that into this person, or I don't even really like this job, so why did I allow this to get so crazy? Okay, so maybe you guys, if it's with love, you're going out, you're talking to a lot of people, and then someone really gets upset with you. They're like, wait, you're talking to more than just me? And it's like, well, we weren't official anyway. So, it could be something like that. Or maybe someone's doing that to you guys. But that sort of energy where it's just like, I wasn't too crazy about this to begin with. All right. The last card we have here, guys, is the Nine of Wands in the reverse. So whatever this is, you're like, yeah, this isn't worth it. I'm not going to cry, kick, and scream over this. So you just decide that it's too much problems and you just don't want it. You don't want to have it. All right? Page of Swords. You put in your 2 cents. You have absolutely no filter. You're telling people how it is. You're telling them what's on your mind, what you're going to take, what you're not going to take. Whatever you're feeling, you're going to say it. You could have a hard time moving away from something, but you're going to be very clear about what's on your mind. But there's just something unconventional here that you just drop. Something that you fall out of. And that's what brings you balance. That's what brings you temperance. That's what makes you calm in this entire situation, by letting this go. Okay? All right, Scorpio. Let's see what your oracle cards are going to advise for this month. Okay? So same cards I use every month, guys. Earth Magic Oracle cards by Stephen D. Farmer. What is going to be the card of advice for my lovely Scorpios? What is the card of advice for my lovely Scorpios? Let's see what pops out, guys. All right, and we have it. Forest, breathe. Okay, so this is simple. It's very self-explanatory that you guys just have to take a step back. You have to breathe. And at the bottom of this, we have the card called Green Man Synergy. All right, so with this, we're going to be focusing on the synchronicities of life. And for those of you, because I know when I started getting into tarot and all that, I'm like, synchronicities, what the fuck does that mean? But with synchronicities, when you have that moment where you're going through something and everything just seems to work out. It's like, wow, everything just worked in my favor. Like even when things didn't seem to go right, everything just kind of fell into place. Like it's crazy that I got here. That's what synergy is. That's what synchronicities is. When the world, turns in certain ways, but it definitely benefits you. It's like a perfect example. I have a friend of mine that the story of how she met the person that she's been with for like 5-6 years now. They were complete strangers, but they kept running into each other in this huge city. Okay, so they kept running into each other, and there'd be times where she's just chilling, and it was always in a different place that she's just hanging out. She's not, doing anything, and then something within her tells her look up, and she'll look up, and that guy, it was always him, and he was always there, and they always found each other. Synchronicities. So right now, you guys have to chill out. Okay, and I say that because there could be something in your life that maybe you're forcing. There could be something in your life maybe that you really, really desire. And the truth about life is when it comes to love, when it comes to a good job, when it comes to good friends, when you're seeking for it and you're actively looking for it, it's like it runs from you. All right? Think about a cat, or think about, I don't know if any of you have been to a farm, but I learned this, if you want to catch a chicken, you can't chase it. But that sort of situation where if you want something, you don't want to necessarily run after it. You kind of want to chill, lay back, and attract it. Okay. The reason I say that is when I was in Dominican Republic, when I was like 6 or 7 years old, me and my brother, they said they were going to make chicken that night, and they make it fresh. They kill the chicken right there. And so we were chasing these chickens for hours. And then this old lady, out of nowhere, she just walks up to it slowly, flop, crack that shit. But anyways, onto the subject, guys. But with everything that's happening now, you want to make sure that you are not chasing, you are simply attracting. What do you want in life? Mirror what you want. If you are a male that wants a female who is very successful, that wants a female who is self-sufficient, that wants a female who is sure of herself, a female who's on her feet doing her own thing, you have to ask yourself, am I, as a man, am I all of those things? Okay, so I always laugh when, there's people saying, oh, I want this, that, and the third. And I'm like, yeah, but you're nowhere near that. So how dare you ask for it? So whatever it is that you guys want right now, whether it's that CEO position, whether it's a promotion, whether it's that person in your class that you've been eyeing down for the last 3 semesters, you have to ask yourself, what am I going to do to get this? And I think, especially with the reading that we just looked at, there's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of things that I see that you guys don't necessarily feel sure about, that you're not that gung-ho about. So instead of going out and putting yourself out there in positions where you're trying to find these things that fill you, just take a step back. Let it find you. Let it come to you. Let the synergy work. Let the universe do its magic. And this is going to be very basic, guys. Below this we have love. Below that we have purification. Oh, wow. And even below that, we have fog, veiled. So you know what this is telling me? And I recently just started reading these like tarot cards, and I'm really upset that I didn't do that a long time ago. But it's like you're going out, and you're saying, okay, this is what I want. This is what I want to get. But it's like it was all an illusion. You weren't seeing it clearly. You weren't going after it in the best way possible. All right? And with purification, yeah, maybe shit hit the fan. But because of the pain that you may have gone through, because of the situations that didn't work out in your favor, it was actually able to clear the fog in a sense. It was able to help you to see clearly, even if it was a bad circumstance that brought you there. All right? So if you want love, if you want compassion, just take a deep breath, guys. Take a step back and let things come to you. Let things happen. All right? Don't overexert yourself. The moment that you stop looking for something is when it comes to you. And it doesn't matter what that is. If it's peace of mind, if it's, maybe you're trying to get to a very deep meditation state. You can't go thinking about, damn, I want to be there. You kind of just have to be still. So right now, as opposed to you guys going out and, putting yourself on the market of something, just dress for the job that you want. Act accordingly to what you want to attract. All right? If you feel like you haven't been attracting what you want in your life, then that's a clear sign that we have to readjust ourselves. And that's something that I've been discussing with every sign. Just for these readings, you know, every month I always have a particular theme that just comes out, and it works with every sign. And my thing is, you know, recently, because I'm in a weird place right now where I love being social. I love talking to people, but ever since I really got into my spirituality, I really don't fuck with people like that anymore. I don't know. I just feel like they see life as so, you know, and I see things as so much deeper, so it's hard for me to be as interested in certain things. So I'm in a place where I'm just like, you know, I want friends around and I want good people around me, but I just feel so different from those that I used to hang out with. So, you know, just not too long ago, I went out with a group of people, and these are people that, you know, I used to love being around. And I was just sitting there and I'm like, wow, now that like I could take a step back and put things into perspective, these are pretty shitty people. You know, these people are not displaying what I want to do in life or what I want to be in life. You know, these are people that, you know, curse out the waiter. These are people that just have no regard, no humility, you know. And I didn't like that. I don't like people that put other people down because of money or, you know, because they feel like they're in a higher status. That's just not cool with me. So instead of me sitting there and bashing it and saying, like, what the hell is wrong with you? I had to take a step back and I'm like, whoa, what am I doing to attract that? Okay, because that's all it is. Down to, you know, the boss that you work for, the valet, you know, person that you always see on your way to work, you know, even the people that you go to Starbucks, you know, the barista there. All of those people, believe it or not, you attract into your environment. So if you don't like the people around you, it's probably because you're doing something shitty that is attracting those kind of people. And when I thought about it that way, I took a step back and I'm like, oh shit, I've been a little full of myself lately. And it's not so much in a narcissistic way, but it's just that I've come from a place where I had nothing for a long time. I've gone through a lot of pain. My life was super, super dark, and I know I've spoken to you guys before that, to the point that I just didn't want to live. And now this is the first time in my life that I'm so happy to live, and I'm so happy to be alive. And I wake up and I'm excited about Monday mornings, okay? And to me, that's a blessing. So I go out and I'm loud and I'm talking and I'm confident. And some people who aren't there can see that as arrogance. So I'm just like, okay, well, I need to change the way I'm talking. I need to change the way I come off because I don't want arrogant people around me. So that's just kind of what I'm saying. If you guys want to attract certain things, you got to make sure that you are that thing that you want to attract. Okay, and I say the same thing to my ladies. I say the same thing to my homegirls, you know, because I have homegirls that they're like, yeah, you know, I want a guy who's a CEO. I want him to be a millionaire. I want him to do this and that. And I'm like, bitch, you didn't even finish college. Like, how do you want that? And, you know, you're not doing anything. You're working at a job that you can't advance. So if you guys want something big, you got to make sure that you yourself are ready to step up to the plate. You got to make sure that you put yourself in that situation that you make yourself uncomfortable, because that's going to promote growth. All right. And that's how I am in terms of friendships and in terms of lovers and in terms of anything like that. You need to be able to give me something that I'm on my toes. How can I keep up with you? You know, where I'm constantly trying to keep up. I want friendships where it's like that friendly, like competition. Like, yo, girl, you did that last week. Watch what I'm about to do this week. You know, so if you want a better crowd, if you want a better surrounding, then you got to make yourself better. If you want better love, you got to love better. All right. If you want someone who's beautiful and has a great image and is confident, you got to see that you're beautiful, that you have a great image, and you have to be confident. So whatever you want, put it out in the atmosphere, and then the synergy is going to work in your favor. All right, guys? So Scorpio, you guys know I love you, and I fucks with you guys so hard. You know, you guys are always liking, subscribing, you know, leaving me all these comments, emailing me, and I absolutely love that. So thank you guys. You know, I love that it's been a year now of high vibrations. For those of you who have been here since the beginning, I appreciate you. You're awesome, smart, you're loyal. But yeah, guys, whatever you need, I'm here for you. Now, for those of you that do want personal readings, highvibrationswithliz.com. I'll put it in the description. iPhone users, I have an app called InstantGo where you can call or text me directly, and I will leave that link in the description as well. Okay, guys? So we will talk soon. Hang in there, Scorpio. Take care.